This is Texas Radio Hall of Famer Sonny Melendrez. And if you ever wanted to point a finger at the guy who got Billy Thorman into radio, it would be me. Billy had a car. I told him to get in it and go get a job. And he did. As a jock, a program director, production director, promotions, and even sales. He hit V-towns like Victoria, B-towns like Bryan. Once, he even made a half-hearted attempt to head to Albany, New York to continue his college education and wound up in Albany, Georgia instead. He knew where he needed to be. Radio was part of his DNA. KONO in San Antonio allowed Billy to take over Afternoon Drive, and before too long, he oversaw their programming. Within months, they had gone from worst to first. Eventually, he would add oversight of their up-and-coming sister station, KITY. Billy worked in the production department at Houston's KFMK. He implemented their call-out research, and in just 3 months, the station was #1 with women. On the side, he continued to guide Kono and Kitty, until crosstown KTFM offered him something too good to turn down. Owner Bernie Waterman said, "Come back to San Antonio and build your dream station." And that is exactly what he did. They gave away cars, condos, cash, coffee, and donuts, which may not seem like much, but when you deliver them to over 20,000 winners, that's impressive. By this time, Billy was driving a much nicer car. First, he drove it to crosstown KSAQ, then to New Orleans, Virginia Beach, back to Texas and Corpus Christi, and in 2004, he went country. The ranch in Fort Worth has a rather unique target to the ever-expanding Westoplex, and studios a far piece from Dallas in a historic and allegedly haunted building near a place once known as Hell's Half Acre. He's been there ever since. And in keeping with his need to dabble in other things, Billy has developed 2 24/7 country formats for radio that are locked and loaded this very minute. I'd highly recommend you put an ear to them. One thing is for sure. We could spend all day naming the people whose careers he enhanced, and the greatness so many, under his guidance, eventually achieved. He is here today with family and friends to accept this well-deserved recognition. With no doubt, a tight speech with well-researched words and flawless execution. Billy Thorman, a 2019 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
All right, get the horn out. It's really cool to be here. It's quite an honor. I made the notes, but it doesn't really relate to anything that I've got to say. My daughter's here. My wife's here. My son couldn't make it, but I'm proud of my kids for turning out so. Gonna grab my breath here in a second. There's a lot of things I wrote down, but they don't apply. Daylight savings times are coming up Sunday. I kind of wish we had that to keep us on the Communications Act of 1996 that screwed so many people over. People that, I don't know. A lot of my friends get a licensed business. It went nowhere for them. It's like a drug, and there's no rehab facility. Great people. It was so cool when owners could only own 7 AMs and 7 FMs. That way, if you're good, you can work anywhere. Because I turned in a bad station for Payola, there's 2,200 stations I can't apply to. People I can't talk to. It's against the law for me to say certain words. I apologize for the emotion. One thing that saved me was a guy named Jason McCrae. He asked me to dare him if he'd shoot a hole in the wall. DJs and guns have always followed me around. He shot the hole and he said, hear me and hear me well. Either you use radio or it will use you. That really helped me out a lot. I can't finish this. One time I was defending a station in New Orleans. I was #1 in Baton Rouge, New Orleans. The company that was against bought my radio station to kill the station. I turned them in for payola. I shot it twice. I tried to run me over once. Up against the wall. When the guy saying, why should I not fire you? I said, well, I'm #1 here, I'm #1 this, I did that. And he says, there's no I in the word team. And I said, there's no you in the word win, or I wouldn't be here. Our job is to command attention. It's just that simple. One guy in Milwaukee said, if you want to catch the most fish, you go where the fish are, and you use the bait they like to eat. It's very simple. Radio has changed. The music delivery system has changed. The product we sell is attention. The vehicle, the bridge that connects the listeners to the product is radio. Radio is just a delivery system. As long as you can entertain, the listeners will find a way to get your entertainment if it's good enough. Again, I apologize. Thank you very much.